All right, we'll see. Hey, we'll see if it goes through. Sorry about it before. It's just the interstate where I'm. All right, so I'm headed. I'm off the interstate now. So if you're just joining, it's a little bit better. It's just that it's a really dead area back there. So what I was getting at, if you guys are here, I'll try to answer any questions you have or go over like that. But yeah, everything turned out. I had some grievances against code enforcement, and then the police started screwing with me, and they have in the past about, you know, the threatened arrest and stuff like that. So yep, fair. I'm back for just a minute here. Hopefully I'll be able to stay on for a little bit. It's just where I'm at. William, what's up? Where I'm at's just really crappy for signal. You guys want to see the bike that I was riding that day? This isn't my bike, but this is the bike that style I was riding the day. So right there. But I ride a little small bike like that. They're really fun. They're absolutely fun, and that's what I was riding on that day that the police were messing with me there. Let me see if I can pull up chat. Yeah, we did have the meeting there, and all he did was say that it wasn't normal that I was watching the police. That's what he said. And I said back, I said, it's not normal for your code enforcement to be in my backyard. It's not normal for you guys to do what you do. But he was just being the typical city manager, blowing everything off and not really handling or addressing any of the situation there. I hope, I mean, they haven't messed with me. They haven't been to my house. They haven't driven by me slow. I haven't been followed. I haven't had my wife been followed. I haven't had any other issues that I know of. The only other issue that I have is when I filed the complaint against that code enforcement officer, she put in the official report, the supervisor did. Yeah, I have a Z125. But she put in the report that she feels like she is being stalked. So they put it in there. I don't know if the attorney that I had reviewed that sent in a letter to have that removed, but hopefully did. But they should have never put something like that in there. You know, that's something you don't put in. I was just redressing government. So yeah, Port Orange are bad there. And I mean, I still have some friends that work there. So yeah, it is a kung fu movie. Those little bikes are fun though. Don't make too much fun of them. They're good. Where I gotta go? I gotta go to this way. So we're getting off the other part of the interstate here. Let me check the ways real quick. All right, might have lost me for a second. I had to tab out and check something. I got another phone with me, but I gotta check it through here. All right, let's see. I gotta turn that because I can't see where chat is. There we go. I might start glowing like really bright. But yeah, unfortunately, that's how this started. I just realized that there was that much trouble and drama going in, and then I started having friends message me and be like, yeah, they're doing this to me too. They're doing this. And it's been no fun for anybody, and it's just the way it goes. Port Orange Police suck. Honda Grom, yes. Ian McGuire, it might have been Jerry McGuire because Tom Cruise is pretty small too, but don't know if it was. And, I mean, the city manager's like, going back to that. He seems like an alright guy. He drives a Porsche. I mean, he drives a Porsche. He's cool like that. All right, so we're back there. All right, well, got that. Yeah, any questions? I'll try to answer some of these. My lips are moving. My voice now. It's not. Sorry. I see what you're saying about the kung fu movies. It's like, how are you doing? I'm good. That was me doing that. I wasn't there. So yeah, Foxtrot, I'm back as well. But to answer those questions that I had, I have PMs and text messages all over the place. So if you see it in there, some of the videos have the text message where you can text me at. I don't mind. Just keep it nice. If you're going to threaten me or anything like that, then I don't really care. I mean, they're probably all fake numbers anyway. But yeah, let's just do that. Let me see. Daytona Beach cops big time lawless outlaws. Yeah, some of them are pretty bad everywhere. I mean, it's just when you have that big of a department, you don't know what's going on. Kung Fu Madison. All right, I am Kung Fu Madison, Foxtrot. I'm gonna leave that there. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching along and just, you know, hanging out. Yeah, do some auditing. I appreciate it. Just find that number. It's in, I think it's in one or two of the videos there. Just text me and shoot me that message. But I'd like to. There's one guy, I don't really, I'm not going to call him out here, but I don't really care to like go auditing with him. He's not really a loose cannon, but he's, I don't know if he's not all there. I don't know what the deal is with him, but try to give him some constructive criticism, and he's like, well, everybody has their opinion. I'm like, well, you're going to be in some trouble because you are not doing things kind of in a decent manner here. Just like accusing people of doing things when there's no law about it, like parking somewhere. So, city manager lied to you straight to your face. I have to read that one there. He's just sitting the grassy lied to me straight to my face. I had a meeting with him and mentioned Bob Ford, our city council member that had passed away. And wow, yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he liked Bob Ford, and you know, they had a lot of headbutting, if you will. That's just the way it is. Bob Ford is extremely, you know, if you worked for him at the police department, he was a hard boss. I don't know if that's how to explain it, but as a councilman, he was more like a grandfather. He listened, he helped, but that's what all politicians do. They play the game like that. Yeah. So I mean, they didn't get along because I think Bob Ford was still trying to run the police department, and you know how to not run it, but you know, have his hand in it as well. And the city manager didn't like that, so. Yeah, he's just, I mean, he's just not, see, I don't know how to describe him. They're just typical. That's the only thing that it is. Yeah, I mean, for everybody, Central Florida First Amendment, I'd love to definitely get out there and do some audits with everybody. So we're good to it. I'm glad we can network and do it here, but you just got to make sure that you have to, you can't go there and throw accusations at these people and then respect. You can't say that, hey, you can't stand here, even though they're allowed, like a police officer can stand there or sit there and then expect them to you know, respect anything further from you on that. I don't really care to treat them with respect. However, at the same time, I'm not going to go out there and hurl false stuff at them. I'm going to beat the book. I'm going to be strict about it, and when they mess up, yeah. So when they mess up, call them out on it. I'm going to park for a minute here and just, like I said, field and answer some questions because it's hard. I can't really drive and read much. So MRS, I'm in Florida, actually in Volusia County. Right now I'm in DeLand. That's where I'm at right now. So yeah, Anna was always professional. Yeah, most are. I mean, they really are. The guy that stopped me for the drone thing, everybody was telling me, you know, listen, that you should have walked away when he said you're free to go. However, I want to see essentially why I was detained on that point. I did want to talk to him about it a little bit, but at the same time, he made a decision to say that I was detained, and at the end of it, you can hear that he's in there and says, well, where's the flight plan filed? And for those that are FAA buffs and airplane buffs, I call it a flight plan because that's what the apps are calling it. You don't file a flight plan, you request for authorization in certain airspace, and that particular one was Class Charlie airspace. And that's what it was. Some other people down there for the news media that were taking some video. I think there was another drone actually flying, but long story short, he was good at first. You know, from what I can research, he was prior military and has been at the police department for a little bit of time. He had not always had that mustache either. So at the same time, the good thing that came about it, here's an update. I guess I should tell you that what they did that day is they did a written report and forwarded it over to FAA. FAA called me, and I ultimately got a educational counseling, I think what they called it. I didn't find anything wrong, but he was just like, hey, in the future, we're trying to make this happy for everybody. They sent out some forms and flyers. They're going to go have a class with the city of Port Orange to teach them what they can and can't do about drones. So, and those who saw the video, when he has those blue and red lights on, when an officer does that, if I were to take off running, he would have said, "Oh, you're resisting without violence." I mean, that's when those red lights and blue lights on. Supreme Court ruled that that is a detention, that's a stop. That's why I called it out as that. But yeah, they at first he was good. He was no, you're not detained, just talking to you. That's a consensual counter, but countered with those lights, that's a little bit different to me. But I did want to, I wanted to give some education, but at one point I did want to leave and I was ready to go, and then it was, oh, you're detained. So at some trigger there was nothing that changed. No, I'm not going to give you any further information. Oh, you're detained. Well, something happened. And I don't know what happened in his head, but in order to detain someone, as I told him, probable cause is a reasonable ground for suspicion supported by circumstances. I won't spout it out again. That you suspect someone of committing a crime. That's not, I suspect you of, I can find a crime that you might be committing. It's, all right, I know that you just committed trespass. You're near the property. They have video. They said, I need to detain you. That's, even though I'm not on the property, I'm near it. You can detain you, right? They can hold you for that for a second there because you've been trespassed, etc. So, but what he was doing is saying, I'm going to stop you and find a reason. So ultimately, the end result of that, they are going to have a class. The FAA is going to come in and teach them. They filed a report. They made a flyer for me for officer safety or something like that. I don't know why. It's just the way they do things. So, but it's just drama for them, and they get a paycheck, and I'm just trying to file a complaint. That's all I was doing. I was trying to file a complaint against a code enforcement officer for trashing her cars and all. So, thank you, parent. I try to be educational in that. Like I said, most people are saying, why didn't you just leave? Well, not only did I need to have a chat, but I want you to be able to see what these police do. And on top of it, I don't know that he would say I wasn't lawful to go at that point in time anyway. So we still had that dialogue going, and at that point that I told him that I'm ready to go and wanted to leave, he says, well, now you're detained. No turns there. I can't turn. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna park here in just a second. Clash, what's up, Val? Love you, long time friend. Yeah, we're talking about the drone stuff. And if you guys, I know Bal's got, he's a different breed. I love him. When he says piggy piggy, oh, it makes me just crack up and laugh. But check out his channel. He's a lot of fun. And it's great. So, all right. So once I turn here, guys, I'll stop and give you guys a chat with you for a little bit. I'm getting ready to go into the county building here and see what is going on. I'm going to see if they have any issues. I'm not going to be live because it's inside and I have cheap Sprint internet, and you can't even get a signal inside. So, yeah, Clash of Bowls in the house. He is, I think he was out in Las Vegas or Colorado. He was messing with some turtles the other day. It was pretty good. So. All right, I'm parked here. So, any questions? I'll chat with you guys for just a minute, and I'm going to go inside and get this video. Again, what we're looking for here is a preemption violation. As you know, in my description, I don't only do like First Amendment checks, but I'm also doing Second Amendment checks with a firearm, and going in and checking to see if they have no firearm signs up, which are preemption violation if they do, and it's not to be up. Yeah, consensual is always always that teetering line of, oh, now you're detained. Sorry, buddy. Park here. But if not, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for a little bit here. It's been wonderful. It's been great. I'm going to keep these videos up for you so you guys can see that. Let me scroll through chat here. Out there, Central Florida, and yeah, Central Florida First Amendment accountability. We'll get some of that in. We'll get some audits in. But like I said, I'm not gonna be throwing rocks and things like that. I know you don't do that, but I'm just saying I'm not gonna be there. Let me see. But any questions, I'll thank you guys again for checking out. If not, I'm gonna head in. I'm gonna go in here and do this, be out real quick, and I might start jumping in. Mark, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Clearly lawful in his actions, but normal. Yeah, apparently he was legal until he said he was detaining me, because there's no law about flying a drone. I can fly a drone anywhere. There's no Florida state law about flying a drone. There's some federal rules and some federal regulations about drones, but not state law. And then, as I mentioned to him, when I said, you can enforce federal law, and he's like, yeah, we force it all the time. No, they don't. They have mirrored statutes that say about the same thing as federal law. Like, they'll say we enforce marijuana, that's federal law. No, you have a state statute for it. So yeah, long story short, he was stretching everywhere and fishing. I should have asked him for his fishing license. I am gonna be the spoon. It's not the spoon that bends, it is you, actually. So we're gonna do that. I want to be the big spoon. If any spoon, I want to be the big spoon, because I am not taking it like that. Yeah, and check the guys out. Even there's a few people. Las Vegas auditor James Madison, he's out there in Las Vegas. Those guys are having some trouble with the police out that way anyway. And I know Bao was out there, as well as I think some of the other guys as well. So yeah, LVA, that's it. But I'm gonna stick around Florida. I was on a travel trip for North Carolina, and I did that one audit, and just a little basis of it. It was good. Here's what happened in that audit. And I do city tours as well, if you didn't know that. Or I go around and I'll take videos and publish them to my other channels for city tours. I literally will just take videos and, like, hey, this is what to do in the city. Well, I went and did that tour, and then I said, you know what, let me do a quick police department one. I did, yeah, police department. I walked in, went to the fire department. They're like, hey, how's it going? And I was like, great, thanks. And they're like, well, hang on just a second, let me get the chief. I know what they were doing. They were just seeing what I was doing. And then the chief, or assistant chief, comes out and he's like, well, I'll give you a tour. Let me get one of the guys to give you a tour. And I was like, no, that's all right, I'm good. He's like, and I did. I walked in for a minute. I said, well, thanks anyway. Then I walked through this building, right? This is the kicker. It's going to be they're so worried about video. So I walk out the fire department and into another door that says Police Training Facility Center. This department's like 7 or 8 officers. It's nothing big. Open the doors, walk in, and I literally say on camera, which you'll hear, you're headed from westbound from Dental. That's pretty awesome. So I literally say on the camera, ooh, I don't know if I'm supposed to be back here, because it was like open offices. It was like an evidence room. It was all kinds of crazy stuff like that. And then I walk out the door and I look back and there's a keypad on the door. And I didn't remember seeing any signs that said restricted or authorized personnel only. So, I mean, I didn't do anything wrong. They did something wrong. They didn't secure their facility and their evidence. So, I mean, is it tainted? No, because you saw on video what I did. But yeah, long story short, I went up there and I started talking to her. Hey, I want to know about your city. And then she's like, well, you can't film here in dispatch. I was like, well, why not? And then it turned bad from there, and she like flipped out. And in the video, just as respectful as I am, you'll hear me say, all right, you know, I'm gonna head out. That's all I got here, because she was using that it was interfering with police department, interfering with her dispatch duties, which if I do that, it can become a felony pretty quick. So I'm backing off. I'm not gonna sit there and argue with the lieutenant came out. It looked like they were a couple, the way his appearance was and her appearance. I think they were together. He was pretty heated that I was talking to her and doing that. So, and then the chief saved it. So good thing there. The chief actually saved it and did that. So Eric, that's awesome. You're going down there. T-Dog, what's up? What's up? And Foxtrot, yeah, Prince Vegeta. What did I miss there? LVA, yeah, Prince Vegeta. That's another one, I think. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty fun one. It's not high energy. It's not anything crazy. It's just walking around, like, asserting your rights and making sure that you can do what we do and be on the sidewalk. That's it. Sit on the sidewalk, be in the police department. They work for us. We pay their salaries, as long as you're, paying taxes somewhere or another. Even if you buy something, that taxes go towards something with that government. So. But yeah, I appreciate it, guys. I know I got a couple of you guys in here. Thank you so much. It's been a long stream. I didn't plan on going this long with it, but Miles, I will. Thank you. Bao's in the house. I love his tactics. I really do. I mean, I can't go that far with it, and I might just be able to do one of these every once in a while. But but I'm I just love it. You dumb piggy. I love it every time. I want to make a music video out of it. So, but yeah, check all those guys out and subscribe to them. If you guys have, if you see something, say something. Grab your phone and just do a quick recording. It doesn't hurt to you know, to post something online. I just got a video, and let me ask you guys this real quick, since I got a few of you guys in here. 8:45 redress at the around 1A rally. Yeah, I'll try to check that out. I got a video of a gentleman that subs the channel, and he got arrested, charged. He pled out and paid some fines, but all he did was go through a barricade in a fence. Like if you're at a concert, or if you're at a street festival or something like that, they put up those barricades, and he literally got arrested. Do you like seeing when I post videos of other people's stuff as well, as long as it's fresh, or you just want original content that I make there? So, I mean, I'm just brand new into the channels of doing this, and it's grown exponentially. So, but yeah, long story short, he just hopped over a fence on accident, and the cop was right there. I mean, he walked through a gate that was open. It was like where the barricades were split apart, and then got arrested. He got resisting and trespass, but they dropped a lot of stuff, but it's still costing him $1,700 to get expunged. I think it cost him like $1,500 for the other fines. All right, Miles, I'll keep up my content. Yeah, every once in a while I might do that. If there's like a friend of mine that has issues, then I put that up there, and like Soliaker's a personal friend, and if he has issues, then I'll stick something up there and try to support him and get more views on his stuff there for people to see it. All right, so 1 and 1, post others. Yeah, like I said, I'll do it very infrequently, but I think this one's pretty much original. Yeah, and I'll do that as well, because I try to stay current on current laws, and to answer some of those questions. The police officer, I'm going to end it with this, because there was a lot of people that said, you know, oh, how you expect the police officers to know the law? The police officers, city managers, police chiefs, fire department, all those people should know the law that they are responsible for. Fire department should know all the laws about fire, okay? Everything like that. I am going to just obey. So police department and police officers should know every single law in the statute book. It's not a billion of them. It's a lot. But at the same time, they hold us accountable for knowing every single law in the book, because we do not get that opportunity to say, I'm sorry, sir, I did not know it was speeding here, or I'm sorry, sir, I did not know it was illegal to trespass on this property. Well, you should know the laws are posted, they're in there, and just as they say we should know the laws, they should know all the laws and then some, and be able to articulate those. That's the way it is. So to answer all of those responses to that, yes, I know all the laws. You can ask me any question if it's legal or not legal. I can't tell you if it's third or second or first degree. I can't tell you all of that for felonies. But I can tell you this right now. I know every single law there is in that statute book, from traffic all the way to juvenile stuff, all the way through the fraud, all the way through everything. I mean, most of it's just common sense. And he says he can't. Maybe for a savant, he said. My memory is pretty good long term, and I can remember of it. I can remember some of the statutes, like 81002, and I was joking with him, was that a suspicion of crime, 81002? No, it's not. Police should know all of the laws, simple as that, 100%. What book is that? The statute book? It's just a book. It's like that thick. It's probably about the thickness of the phone here. Yeah, ignorance of the law is not a defense, and neither is for them. It's a statute book where you can get it on every state has their laws and ordinance published. MuniCode is one of the good ones for ordinances. Now, ordinances can get a little bit tricky, because there's like, I don't know that I'm supposed to, you can't remember all the laws, but you know there is, you don't have to even buy it, Foxtrot. You can just look it up. Just type in whatever city or state, and and Municode, or whatever state and state laws, and then you'll find all the penal codes. Cornell usually publishes them really well, where you can read them easy, and it's easy to find them on there. But other than that, yeah, you should know all the laws. I mean, it's just common sense. Most of them are common sense. That's all it is. And it's common sense that drones are legal, and it's common sense that it's illegal to film the police, so don't harass people for it, because that is a First Amendment violation. All right, guys, thanks so much. Know all your laws. Learn them. I mean, if you don't know, just Google them. Know the ones that you're going out there to audit and enforce. If you're going out there to enforce the First Amendment, know that when you are enforcing the First Amendment, that you have the right to express yourself freely, and you have the right to free press, or you have the right to freedom of speech, and the expression of that. And the expression is that I like making videos as art, because that's what some attorneys will do. They'll say, like, well, what are you trying to express? Are you sure you're expressing your freedom? I like to publish as part of the freedom of the press, a nonprofit, and I don't make money off of this per se for a job, but also in addition to that, I like to express myself artistically by making videos and talking to you. And I talk way too much. I'm gonna get all those people saying, like, he loves his own voice. I hate the way I talk. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys again soon. And this video here that I'm doing will probably be out in about a week or two. I'm just gonna go in here, and if there's nothing going on, I'll probably still publish it. It's just to check on there. It's just to check and see if there's any issues. Spoon and peace. Laters.